Hello and welcome to Gabriel's 3D Printing. Today we'll be looking at this cute Flexi print-in-place frog uploaded by Flexi Factory. First things first, let's look at the suggestions from the developer, and we can do that by scrolling down. And here we see that we don't need supports. This is a print-in-place with no assembly, and 20% infill is going to be more than fine. And it says PLA works great. Most of us will be using PLA, so that's perfect. One more thing is that this is a paid model, so I will leave the description to this, the link in the description to this model in case you want to download it. And I highly recommend it because it's a very fun model. But once you do download it, you're going to get an STL file, and you can just click and drag that STL over to Cura, and you'll give it a few seconds to load in. Once the model is fully loaded in, we can start by going over here to the profile section and clicking on this little box, and then let's select the standard quality, which is a 0.2mm layer height. If this box pops up, click on discard changes. Next, we're going to go down to the infill tab, click on that, and we're going to set the infill density to 20%, which is what the developer recommended. Close that up. Next, we're going to go to supports, click on the support box, and you have to make sure that this box is unchecked. We do not want supports for this model. If you enable them, you're going to ruin the model, so do not enable them. And finally, build plate adhesion. You're going to need good adhesion, and that can be done by using hairspray or using a glass bed or a magnetic bed, etc. So select skirt, because that's all you really need for this model. You don't need anything else. Now, if you have bad adhesion and you don't have hairspray, and your models don't stick, then you can click on this and click on the raft option. But if you have good adhesion or you trust your adhesion, just leave it at skirt. If you have bad adhesion, go to raft. And that's it for this model. All you have to do now is click on the blue slice button and give it a few seconds to slice up. Once it's finished slicing, you'll be given a time estimate as well as an estimated filament usage. Now, you always click on preview the print to take a look around the model and make sure that everything looks normal. And if you had a raft, you're going to have a bunch of red on the bottom. So that's normal too. And holding right click to move the model around, everything looks good. So next step is to save the file and send it over to your printer. Once the model is done printing, you may have to free the joints. That can be done by moving the joints back and forth, up and down, etc. Make sure to move all the joints from the front of the model as well as the back.